Okay, so this is probably most likely, I'll call this like a 2 month review of this awesome bike that I've got. I bought it in January 18th of 2020. It is a 2020 model, Trek Marlin 6. Okay, now I want you to know that I am an amateur bike rider or mountain bike rider. I like mountain biking. I think it's great. I love it. Now with this bike, I also want you to know that I like to be abusive. I'm a very abusive rider, so I like to go downhill, up hills. If I can, get a little jump in there, I would, but not too high. Nothing extreme. You know what I mean? I want you to know that under this video, I'm gonna put in some links to other videos of what I take my bike through. Where I ride it. I have the mountain bike links there. One is in Erwin Park in McKean, Texas. Another one is Rowlett Creek in Garland, Texas. Another one is Katy Jackson Trail in Garland? No, Carrollton, Texas. So this bike is very, very worth for the money that you have to pay for. Why? Because you have to take into account that this is not only a great trail bike or mountain bike. I would call it trail biking because there's no mountains in Texas. You could also use it as a commuter. So I use it as a commuter to go to work, and I ride about 9.5 miles to work, 9.5 miles back. So that's a total of anywhere between 18 to 20 miles. So just want to let you know that. I also need you to know that over time, some parts may wear out. For example, in my previous bike that I had was this Sorrento Diamondback Sorrento, piece of shit. However, it was very, and it was a heavy bike. It was very resilient. It took a lot of abuse from me. That was the bike that I had when I lived in New York. I used it also to commute, and I used it to trail bike or mountain bike, whatever you want to call it. And that bike, I'm surprised. I mean, it was just such a piece of crap. I used to use olive oil on this part here, on the cassette, and it had like, I think it was a 3x6, and it just got down to using 3 gears. That's it. Every other gear that I would try to use, it would just like the bike would get stuck or something. I'm sorry, the chain would get stuck or something like that. So that's how I rode that bike, and it lasted. And like, it's really sad that I couldn't take it with me. However, in this bike, this is a 2x8. So this bike, I mean, like, the shifting is so freaking simple. The shifting is so simple, so smooth, and I like that about it. I like that about this bike. The shifting is really simple, very smooth. So that is just one big plus that I like about this bike. The cons, I don't really know. I mean, I know this fork is a 100mm travel, so that's about what, like an inch and a half or something. I know 25mm is 1 inch, or I forgot. All I know is that this is a 100mm travel. So that's really cool. The handlebars are great. I like it for, I need you to know that I'm 5'9", 5'9", and I weigh about 140 pounds. So you also have to like take into consideration that your weight is also going to be pushing on this seat, pushing on this tire, also, which will also aggravate all the other parts here. So that's something you just have to be aware of down the future, because I want to buy a good bike that's not going to cost me as much maintenance. Now, where I bought this bike from an authorized Trek dealer. So they're giving me, Trek gives you lifetime warranty for the frame. And the place, the authorized track dealer that I bought it at, also has a lifetime what do you call it, bicycle brake and gear adjustment. Now I don't really know what that means. I asked them, you know, I guess they look at the brakes and I guess they adjust the brakes and adjust the gear shifting system. So that's pretty much it. If you have any questions about this bike, let me know in the comment section. I'll put some links in the description to show you about how I ride this bike, and that's pretty much it.